Hey y'all, what's going on today? Um, I don't have a whole lot to do. What I was thinking is I planned on doing this, raising this Ford up, which was a decent idea. But the problem is, as I thought about it, I've already done this one, you know, so doing another one doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. And then I was thinking of raising this black square body on some black wheels and tires, but all honesty, they already have these. They've already been raised up, other than color wise, not much else you can do there. So, what I considered doing is something totally different. How about we do a new Ford? This one's all blacked out. So, how about we do it with some blacked out tires? Now, one thing people never talk about here is this is an Autoworld Ford. And if you pay close attention, look how good these tires are. You know, the Johnny Lightnings and the M2, well, the M2s aren't bad, but the Johnny Lightnings are really bad. They got excess plastic in the tire and it makes them deformed. These Autoworlds don't get enough credit. The only thing I'd like to see is the tires just a smidgen wider, but they roll nice and smooth. So you got to give them credit for that. Their wheels and tires are on point. But anyway, we're going to take these off of here and we are going to put some higher, bigger wheels and tires on it. So we're going to do this quick and easy. We're not going to raise anything if we don't have to. We're not going to take anything apart if we don't have to. So we're just going to pop these axles off of the tires. Now I've already looked and seen, whoop, that one went flying fast, that the tires on the M2 that I'm going to use, the axles aren't as wide as they are on the Autoworld. So we're going to have to make something work with that. Let's take a little push here. What I'm doing is I just take my little snips, stick them in here between the truck and the rim of the tire, and just put enough pressure tightly enough to hold it on there and just push. See, now they're popped off. We can use those again on another project. So now the M2s, they take a little more doing, so you got to kind of loosen the rim and the tire on the axle. Oh yeah, this is the one that was broken, that's right. Yeah, this is the one that came in the package that was broken already. I don't know if you guys seen it, the one that had the back wheel that wasn't on. This is that same set. That's just stuck. There we go. So that was easy to pop off because one of them is already broken. Now you can see axle difference here. How that one, the Autoworld, is a lot taller than the other one. Let me try to get these lined up. Yeah, the Autoworld axle is a lot longer than the other one, so we need to make those longer. I don't know if I can. Oh yeah, those will fit perfect. So all we have to do is get the other wheel off this other rim. We will get us a nice pair of pliers here. I know I have a pair, I just have to find them. Next best thing, vice grips. So just want to clamp that in on the axle, nice and tight. Give the wheel a good spin. Try to break it loose. You can see how it has these barbs on the end. If I can get it to focus in. These little barbs on the end, that's what holds the wheel and tire on there, or the rim on there. If you spin the rim on that and loosen that up, it makes it come off 10 times easier. So now that we got that off, we just take our tool and just give it a little push until she pops off. Normally it comes off a little quicker than that, but there we go. So now we have the axle that was originally on the Autoworld truck, which is now going to house the other axles. So now we need to take the other wheel off of here. This is off the M2. This is our donor tires. So we need to spin that one loose, make sure it's spinning on the axle. And normally they just work right off. Just like that. So we'll get rid of that one. We get our other Autoworld axle. Clamp that down. Spin it, break it loose. Work it off. Then we'll work on one of the M2 wheels we're going to use. Okay, now we got one last M2 wheel to pull off. That one spun a lot easier. Maybe it'll come off easier. Yep, popped right off. Okay, so there we go. Now we have our axle swapped. Just trying to push this through. I don't think it's going to look very good. Let's see what happens here. There. That doesn't look too bad. That's just doing nothing, just putting a wheel and tire on there. Already a big difference. So this is just a quick, easy tire swap. Doesn't get much easier than that. We got the other one. We'll stick in the front. Grab our other wheel. So what do you think of that, fellas, ladies and gentlemen? There's a quick tire swap. Put some bigger motor tires on there. Still blacked out, still looks good. Tell me what y'all think of that one. See if we can put them side by side and see how much of a lift they gave it. Kind of a slight lift. I wouldn't call it a lot. I don't have anything really right here to use to check it. But you know, it's a little bit of a lift. You can see underneath we got a little, just a smidgen more ground clearance. So, what do y'all think of that? I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good week.